Okay, as I was telling about the definition of drugs, you have seen this drug, okay, first para. The second thing, like all substance, okay, which are intended for use as a component of a drug, including empty gelatin capsule and any device, okay, which can be used for internal or external use in the diagnosis, treatment, mitigation, or prevention of disease or disorder in human being or animal. Or this may be specified from time to time by the central government by the notification in the official gazette after consultation with the board. Here, board nothing but that is advisory board, or that is one committee will be there, which is known as drug technical advisory bodies. Okay, so that after consulting with this drug technical advisory body, that in abbreviated form it is known as DTAB. So after consulting with that thing, whatever the drug or any devices, like many of medic instrument or medical diagnosis are available, okay, for the treatment, like stunt for heart or during the bypass surgery. So for that also it need to be get approval from the government after consulting with the DTAB, and they will be notifying the notification. So both definitions are same: Ayurvedic, Unani, Siddha, and drug. Only difference is that both will be referred by the specific standard book. Like for Ayurveda, there will be a Ayurvedic formulary. Like some of the books are there as Charita and all those things. Whereas this for this preparation for allopathy, or for this preparation they will go for this one IP, Indian Pharmacopoeia, British Pharmacopoeia, United States Pharmacopoeia. So whatever mention party ingredient or anything they have mentioned, they will go as per their formula. Okay, so what is the definition of government analysis? Who is the government analyst? In relation to Ayurvedic, Siddha or Unani drug, a government analyst appointed by central government or state government under the section 33F, and in relation to any other drug or cosmetic, a government analyst appointed by the central government or a state government under section 20. Okay, so both are same, only the difference is if you if anyone is getting appointed for the Ayurveda, Siddha or anything, a government analysis which will be go as per the section 33F. And if the any government analyst who are appointing for the drugs like allopathy drug, it may be go as per the section 20, and their duty is nothing but to analyze the samples, okay, which has been sent by the drug inspector or any authority which has been prescribed by the state government, to take the sample and send for the analyst to the government analyst who work in the state government run or either in the central government run laboratories. Okay, and their minimum qualification is the bachelor in the pharmacy. And who is the drug inspector? Okay, and what is the how you will define? See, earlier you have seen the government analyst. Okay, so there is only difference is here section 33F and section 20. Okay, for drug inspector you can see in relation to the Ayurveda and all those things, central government or state government will appoint drug inspector as per the section 33G. In government analyst, they will appointed as the section under section 33F. Okay, in and here in relation to the any other drug or cosmetic, a drug inspector will be appointed under the section 21. And earlier in the government analyst, they have seen the we have seen the under section 20. Okay, so you have to see definition might be same or less. Okay, but you have to differentiate between the these numbers. Okay, so in next upcoming slide you will have various kind of form license number. Like for applying you have different license number, and when you are granting the license you have different license number. Okay, So for both things, so always for each and everything there will be a specific section. So you need to differentiate that thing only. Okay. See what is patent or proprietary medicine. Okay. See in relation to the Ayurveda, Siddha or Unani type system of medicine, all formulation containing only such ingredient mentioned in the formula described in the authoritative books of Ayurveda, Siddha or Unani type system of medicine specify in the first schedule, but does not include a medicine which is administered by the parenteral route and also a formulation included in the authoritative book. So in relation to the Ayurvedic, okay, see in generally I want to ask you only one thing is there, okay, which things are considered as a new drug and which thing will be go for a patent and which thing will be not considered as a patent? Can anybody tell? Hello guys, please tell someone at least.
सर एक बार क्वेश्चन दोबारा बताओ ना.
Which drugs are considered to be a patent?
Sir, in the drugs which are having new formulation and no formulation of any previous drug.
Mhm. Little
Sir, the
louder.
drugs which are having Sir, the drugs which are having a new formulation and do not contain any formulation of previous drugs.
Hmm. Okay, new formulation. Agree. I will give you one example. Okay. One is like azithromycin. Okay, and one drug is cefixime. Okay. So both are differently. They got their patent. Okay. But when you are going for the combination of these two, okay. So that time it would be considered as a new or whether they require patent or not.
सर वॉइस डिस्टर्बेंस आ रहा है बहुत ज्यादा.
See, what I'm telling you, when you go, you have example of like drug like azithromycin, okay, and other drug like cefixime. Individually, individually both have their patent, okay, but when you are going for combination of these two, for that you require patent or not?
No, sir.
You
So
won't
it requires.
require. Okay, good. Obviously, it's required. Okay, because when you are individually, they have patent, but when you are combining, so it will be considered as a
Your voice
new.
is breaking, sir.
सर बहुत ज्यादा आवाज कट रही है सर, कुछ समझ नहीं आ रहा.
अरे यार ये नेटवर्क का मैं क्या करूँ बोलो.
Yes, sir.
1 minute, huh? Okay, that is what we are discussing, like new combination. Okay, all new combination, either their individual formulate had got patent, but when you are making combination, it will be considered as a new drug. Okay, for that you require the patent. Okay, and do you require any procedure for to get patent? Is any procedure require patent?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any methodology you mean to we require patent, right?
Yes, sir.
No, you don't require. Okay. For any procedure or any methodology, you do not require any patent. Okay. Only the final product what you are getting, that thing you require as a patent. Okay. So in like you
Sir,
have
like
said,
this we can So like this, we can combine any drugs and then make a new drug and apply for patent like this.
Huh? What do you mean to ask?
So like if combination, we are making a new drug by combining two existing drugs, then if it is considered as patent, then we can combine any two drugs and make a new formulation and go for patent like this.
Right. You can go for like that. Therefore, if you remember, like few months ago, okay, few months ago, in India, one of the committee which is known as Kokate Committee, after consultants with DTAB, if you remember, they have banned certain 350 combination in the Indian market, okay, but individual, like separately, their drugs are still prevailing in the market. What will happen? Because sometime what will happen, the efficacy of drug, like two combined drug for the same treatment may having the some prophylaxis effect, okay, sometime it may be having drastic adverse effect, okay, therefore it has banned all 350 combination, like the example which I gave you, azithromycin and cefixime, okay, individually they are available, but when you go for the combination now it is very rarely, like old stock will be there, but now no new stock, no new manufacturing of or selling of this particular combination is going into the Indian market, okay. So when like whatever your question is there, you can make any combination, it will be considered as a new drug, okay. And you if you want to go for sell into that market, then you first of all you require the patent, okay. In relation to the any other system of medicine or a drug which is a remedy, okay, so all kind of substance you require the patent. See, here third point, prescription presented in a form ready for internal or external administration of human being or animal, and which is not included in the edition of Indian pharmacopoeia for the time being, or any other pharmacopoeia authorized in this behalf by central government after consultance with DTAB, okay. Here you understand, okay. See, some of the drug, okay, or some of the thing which you are inventing like very new, okay, so that thing also consider as a patented, okay. Maybe they are part of Indian pharmacopoeia or not, or any standard pharmacopoeia, okay, any standard books, okay, but this you make sure that they need to be consulted with the DTAB. Once DTAB approved your things, it can be go for a patent, until unless they may be printed in the any standard book. Therefore, you always see, you have seen in college library also, that there is a no one Indian pharmacopoeia, okay. There have been different version of Indian pharmacopoeia we have in library, because almost every 2 years they will update the Indian pharmacopoeia. So in any 2 years, if you find any new combination, any new drug, irrespective of some drugs which are already available, okay, so that available also you will do some alteration, okay, some of the changes, some of the procedure difference, okay, so that thing will going to be updated into the Indian pharmacopoeia, okay. I just want to ask you, like, who is the authoritative body in the India who is going to like printing the Indian pharmacopoeia? Anyone know?
Or pharmacy council.
No. Apart from Jatin, anyone can give answer?
No, sir.
No. Anyone have idea who is going to print IP and who is going to do addition and deletion in the IP or any update? No.
Practitioner.
So what, sir?
In India, which is the government body who is going to do update or addition or deletion in the Indian pharmacopoeia, or who is going to print the Indian pharmacopoeia?
The health minister.
No, wrong. Health minister will not do ma.
Sir,
Okay.
that head of the PCI,
No,
Pharmacist Council,
no, no,
the
no,
head
no,
of that.
no, 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 no.
The
Oh,
practitioners,
sorry.
From
pharmacy
Medical
practitioners.
Council of India.
No, that is not related to the pharma field. They are for doctors. Okay. The authority name is Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission (IPC), which is situated in the Ghaziabad, Uttar Pradesh. Okay. Remember this. Okay. So this is the one body, Indian Pharmacopoeia Commission in IPC in Ghaziabad. They are the one of the authoritative body who will go for the addition, deletion, or any update in the Indian Pharmacopoeia, and they will present you a new version. Okay. And what is the homeopathic medicine? See, these are the also the same thing. Any drug which is recorded in homeopathic proving or therapeutic efficacy of which has been established through long clinical experience as recorded in the authoritative homeopathic literature of India and abroad, and which is prepared according to the technique of homeopathic pharmacy and covers combination of ingredients such homeopathic medicine but does not include a medicine which is administered by the parental route. Okay, so same or less, it is the same meaning of the earlier version of the definitions of like different kind of preparation. See, these are the also a drug which will prove their efficacy by establishing their through long clinical action, like their through long clinical trials or practice. Okay, and for them also they have some standard books. Okay, according to that books, either it has been written in the India or any abroad, they will prepare as per their technique. Okay, see, maybe you many of you have gone through the homeopathy medicine. Okay, they have some specific criteria. Okay, like when they will give the tablets, they are very small tablet size and shape. So what they will ask you, don't touch in your hand while you consuming tablet. Either you take in that container or directly into your mouth. Okay, why? Because that what will happen, the storage of that homeopathic medicine always be done in the alcohol. Okay, so that alcohol is not normal alcohol. Okay, it would be having the rectified spirit. Okay, it is having very high strength. When you are touching into your hand the tablet and all those things, so it may lead to the decontamination of that particular tablet, and it may not show the effect. Only difference between the homeopathy, Ayurveda, and other allopathy is that Ayurveda and homeopathy medicine will not having the literature or any kind of medicine which are pertaining to the parental root. When it's come to the parental root, any person who are practicing Ayurveda or homeopathic, they are not going, they are not having their own parental. If they are giving you injection or any kind, you just think that it is a allopathy. Okay, it, the Ayurveda and homeopathy literature has not been mentioned any kind of parental drugs. Okay, so what is the meaning of retail sale? Okay, so as you know, retail sale like a sale whether to a hospital, dispensary, or any medical, educational, or research institute or any other person other than sale by way of wholesale dealing. See, retail sale, as we know, like if we want some small thing or anything, we'll go to our near to the our home or any kind of provision store where we can buy a 1 rupees thing also, a 100 rupees thing also. But the when you go to the wholesaler, you cannot buy the 1 rupee thing. Okay, you have to buy in a large quantity. If you require a full, like some like full, whether you want to distribute to some place or some, when you are organizing a camp or anything, if you want a lot drugs, okay, then you can go for the wholesale. And if you have retail sale where you are dealing with the only a prescription or only day-to-day OTC product, so therefore you have to go for the retail sale. This is the word meaning. A sale, what is the sale? By way of wholesale dealing means sale to a person for the purpose of selling again, and includes sale to the hospital, dispensary, medical, education, or research institute. So this sale include all type. Either it could be a wholesale, distributor, or retail. Okay, wholesaler will deal with the retailer for their selling of the product, and again retailer will deal with the end consumer. Okay, this is what. And what is the schedules? Okay, schedules nothing but schedule to the this rule. Okay, this rule nothing but drug and cosmetic rules. Okay, here we when we are talking about the schedules for the particular drug and cosmetic end, then here this rule nothing but drug and cosmetic oil. Okay, so poisonous substance here, you don't remember the what is the poison and all those things. Okay, I know everyone know what is the poisonous substance, but as per the chapter pertaining, okay, so as per the chapter means a substance which is specified in the schedule E. Okay, that is called a poisonous substance. What is cosmetic? Okay, any article which is intended to be rubbed, pour, sprinkle or spray or introduced into or any otherwise applied to the human body or any part for cleansing, beautifying, promoting attractiveness or altering appearance, or include any article which are used as a component of cosmetic. Okay, cosmetic everyone know. Okay, why you are why you are using that cosmetic to enhance the appearance. Okay, or sometimes it may be used for the cleansing or beautify or for promoting attractiveness. So this cosmetic also a part of this X. Why? Because you know many of times some of the cosmetic are irritant to human. Okay, sometimes what will happen if you are using maybe I don't know whether you guys do or not. If you are using some hair color, okay, or any type, whether you are allergic to that particular hair color or not, what how you will test? See, that color you will apply below the ear. Okay. So if after 1 hour, if there is a no kind of allergy or anything, then you can consider as a safe. If there is a, again allergy or anything, then you should not apply that particular hair color. Okay, and sometimes sometimes some cosmetic contain so many like heavy metals in like arsenic, lead, or all those things. Okay, so their quantity should be a minimum ppm. Okay, it should not be having the more amount of ppm, like always whenever we deal with the cosmetic, its quantity should be in the ppm. Okay, what is misbranded drug? Okay, see here you can see one image is there. See, if it is so color coated powder or polish that damage is concealed, or if it is made to appear of better or greater therapeutic value, then it's really, or if it's not labeled in the prescribed manner, okay, then it is known as misbranded drug. Okay, so you here in this image you can see they have not what you can say label properly. Okay, and see here you can see down. Okay, so their company trademark is there, it is going to the with the is words. Okay, so it should not be like this. Okay, adulterated drug. Okay, if it consists of whole or in part any filthy, dirty or decomposed substance, or if it has been prepared, packed or stored under insanitary condition whereby it may have been contaminated with filth, or whereby it may have been rendered injuries to health, or if it is container is composed in whole or in part of any poisonous or deleterious substance which may render the contents injurious to health. Okay, so you can understand by this meaning. See, any substance, if you are not preparing in the hygienic condition, or first of all if they are the unhygienic like manufacturing, or if something the substance which is not pure or they are dirty. Okay, or any degraded substance you are involving into the manufacturer, okay, of your particular product, which could lead to the health injury, or sometime what will happen, they may lead to the deleterious effect to the human health. What is spurious drug? Okay, spurious drug nothing but fake drug. It will look same. Like I will give you the best example. Like you have seen so many branded thing. Okay, Adidas, Puma, Nike, Reebok, all those things. Okay. So what is their first copy you will see? Like whenever some people will wearing the t-shirt, you will find out that it is not Adidas, it is Abidas, Abidas. Okay. Sometimes Reebok shoes will be there, Reebok t-shirt will be there, sign will be the same, but spelling they can change like Rebok. Okay. Actual spelling should be Reebok. Reebok. Okay. This is what make a difference here. So this is what called as a spurious drug or fake thing. Okay, it will look same as uh, uh, branded. Okay, but there you can find out the similar or small alteration will be there. Okay, sometimes you will see drug like I'll give you example Dolo 650, which is nothing but paracetamol. Okay, so looking the same like packaging like Dolo and everything, it will be available. But how you they will changes like DOLO Dolo. Okay, they will do DALO. Okay, no one is reading that full spelling of that drug. Okay, so what they will do, it will having the same packaging, similar. You have to just focus like how they will do this packaging and changing in the words. Okay, this is what they called as a spurious drug. Okay, so you can see the here definition. If it is imported under a name which belongs to another drug. Okay, if it is an imitation or a substitute for another drug or resembles another drug in a manner likely to deceive or bears upon it or upon its label or the container, okay, the name of another drug, if the label or container of which bears the name of an individual or company purporting to be the manufacturer of drug, which individual or company is fictitious or does not exist only. Okay. See, suppose you can say, if, for example, Cipla is a well-known company. Okay. In future, if Cipla is not there in the market, but you are still manufacturing on the name of Cipla. Okay, apart from that central body or government like who are in the market, who are in this field, only apart from that other people who don't know, like normal people, like end consumer, that they only want tablet. Either it could be a whichever company. Okay, and you are selling on the name of Cipla, then like this is what you call the spurious. If the company is not existing and you are selling the on the name of that company. So manufacturers, okay, so manufacturer, any person or anything which are relation to the any drug or cosmetic, it can be any process of making, altering or ornamenting, finishing, packaging, labeling, breaking up, or otherwise treating or adopting any drug or cosmetic with a view to its sale or distribution, but does not include the compounding or dispensing of any drug or the packing of any drug or cosmetic in the ordinary course of retail business. Okay, so the manufacturer is one who is only the deal with the making, altering, or ornamenting or finishing the first product. Okay, like it will be initiating. Okay, from starting to the transporting. Okay, they are dealing with that thing only. Okay, they will not having any role in the compounding or dispensing of the drug. Okay, or neither they are dealing with the packing of any drug or cosmetic. Okay, in the normal way. Okay, but when they are manufacturing in the industry, they are dealing with the whole thing, like initially from weighing to the transporting. Okay, the role of the manufacturer. Okay, what is the new drug? Okay, a new substance of chemical, biological, or biotechnological origin. It can be a bulk or prepared dosage form used for prevention, diagnosis, treatment in man or animal, which except during local clinical trial has not been used in the country to any significant extent and which, except during local clinical trial, has not been recognized in the country as effective and safe for the proposed claim. Okay, so we'll understand this. Okay, a new drug or any new substance, it can be from any origin. It can be a chemical, biological or biotechnological origin which can be used for the treatment, prevention for the disease in human being or animal. Okay, so when a new drug will called a new drug, until unless they are specified into the standard book. Okay, once they are into a standard book like Indian Pharmacopoeia, they will not remain as a new drug. Okay, they are only into a clinical trial. Okay, for a limited number of population they are using, they are doing treatment, all those things. Okay, that time it will be known as the this thing.